Dear students, this is my fifth video lecture on chapter Overview of Income Tax in India in subject Tax Procedure and Practice Paper 1 for class first year BCom semester 1 Veer Nirmat South Gujarat University. In this video lecture we will solve few examples on computation of taxable income and tax liabilities thereon. Here is the question. Mr. X, who is 35 years old and employed in Messrs ABC Limited, has the following details relating to his income and investments during financial year 2019-20. Particulars of income and amount. Basic pay, that is basic salary, rupees 3 lakh. Commission on sale, rupees 1 lakh. House rent allowance, rupees 1 lakh 8,000. Interest received from savings bank account, rupees 12,000. Deductions under chapter 6A for contribution by Mr. X to Provident Fund, rupees 36,000. Amount deposited in PPF account, rupees 50,000. LIC premium paid, rupees 10,000. Medical insurance premium paid for self, rupees 16,000. And interest from savings bank account, rupees 10,000. From this information we are to calculate the income tax liability of Mr. X for financial year 2019-20. Dear students, let us understand the question first. Here Mr. X is 35 years old, means he is individual and resident for the computation of taxable income and tax liability purpose. Basic salary, commission on sale and house rent allowance, all these are the income from salary. Interest issued from savings bank account is the income from other sources. And deductions under chapter 6A are available. Contribution to Provident Fund, amount deposited in PPF account, LIC premium. These three are deductions under chapter 6A section 80C. Mediclaim insurance premium paid for self is allowed as deduction under chapter 6A section 80D, and interest from savings bank account is allowed as deduction under chapter 6A section 80TTA, maximum rupees 10,000. From this information we are to calculate income tax liability of Mr. X for the financial year 2019-20 and assessment year 2020-21. Here is the computation of taxable income of Mr. X, person, individual, resident. Financial year, that is previous year 2019-20 and assessment year 2020-21. Particulars and amount. First is salary income. Basic pay, rupees 3 lakh. Commission on sales, rupees 1 lakh. And house rent allowance, rupees 1 lakh 8,000. Then next is income from other sources, that is interest from savings bank account, rupees 12,000. So our gross total income amounts to rupees 5 lakh 20,000 less deductions under chapter 6A. Contribution to PF, rupees 36,000. Deposit to PPF, rupees 50,000. And LIC premium, rupees 10,000. These three deductions are allowed under section 80C, and our aggregate amount rupees 2 lakh, but here it is 36,000, 50,000 and 10,000. Next is mediclaim premium, rupees 16,000, allowed as a deduction under chapter 6A section 80D. And final, savings bank interest deduction allowed under chapter 6A section 80 TTA, maximum rupees 10,000. So finally, from 5,20,000, all these deductions will be made. So we get rupees 3,98,000 as a taxable income or a net income of Mr. X for the financial year 2019-20. Now we will calculate his tax liability on taxable income rupees 3,98,000. Since Mr. X is 35 years old, our basic exemption limit is rupees 2,50,000. So up to rupees 2,50,000 there would be no tax liability. And our next stage would be rupees 2,50,001 to rupees 3,98,000. Actually the first stage is 2,50,001 to rupees 5 lakh, but here our income is less than 5 lakh, that is only 3,98,000. So we made our income range from 2,50,000 rupees 1 to rupees 3,98,000. So our taxable income amounts to rupees 1,48,000 and applicable tax rate would be 5%. Computation: 1,48,000 multiply 5%, that is rupees 7,400. So our total tax amount to rupees 7,400. Now we will deduct rebate under section 87A. Since our taxable income rupees 3,98,000 is less than 5 lakh, so rebate will be applicable as under A. Condition number A: 100% of tax liabilities, that is rupees 7,400 or maximum rupees 12,500, whichever is less. So here 7,400 will be rebate under section 87A. So net amount becomes 0. Now we will add surcharge, but here it is not applicable because our taxable income rupees 18 lakh is less than rupees 50 lakh. So nil. And then finally we will add health and education cess as a 4% of tax amount, that is 0. So cess amount would be 0. And finally our tax liability of Mr. X for financial year 2019-20 is rupees 0. Now we will solve another example. Mrs. Hira Pathak, 75 years old, has the following taxable income: salary income rupees 12,50,000, long term capital gain rupees 12 lakh, lottery income rupees 10 lakh, and income from other source rupees 5,50,000. From this information we are to calculate her income tax liability for financial year 2019-20. First of all, let us understand the question. Salary income is chargeable to tax at normal rate. Long-term capital gain is chargeable to tax at specified rate, that is 20%. Lottery income is chargeable to tax at specified rate 30%, and income from other sources is chargeable to income tax at normal rate. Okay, so now with this information, first of all we will calculate taxable income of Mrs. Hira Pathak, person and resident, previous year 2019-20, assessment year 2020-21, particulars and amount. First of all, salary income rupees 12,50,000, long term capital gain rupees 12 lakh, lottery income rupees 10 lakh, other source income 5,50,000. So our gross total income amounts to rupees 40 lakh, and there is no deduction under chapter 6A, that is 0. So our taxable income or net income amounts to rupees 40 lakh. And now we will calculate tax liability of Mrs. Hira Pathak. Calculation of tax liability on taxable income of rupees 40 lakh. Mrs. Hira Pathak, a 75 years old senior citizen. Here our taxable income can be divided into two categories. First, income chargeable to tax at normal rate, that is salary plus other source income rupees 18 lakh. And income chargeable to tax at specified rate, that is capital gain plus lottery income rupees 22 lakh, and total taxable income rupees 40 lakh. First we will calculate tax at normal rate, that is rupees 18 lakh. So 75 years old, senior citizen, our basic exemption limit is rupees 3 lakh. So up to 3 lakhs there will be no tax liability. Our second stage, 3 lakh 1 rupee to rupees 5 lakh, and taxable income amounts to rupees 2 lakh, and applicable tax rate is 5%. So computation, 2 lakh into 5%, that is rupees 10,000. Next stage, 5 lakh 1 rupee to rupees 10 lakh. So difference taxable income is 5 lakh. Tax rate applicable 20%. Computation, rupees 5 lakh into 20%, that is 1 lakh. Our next stage, above 10 lakh. Above 10 lakh, that is rupees 8 lakh, that is 18 lakh minus 10 lakh, 8 lakh. Applicable tax rate 30%. So 8 lakh into 30%, that is 2 lakh 40,000. So total tax on normal income amounts to rupees 3 lakh 50,000. Now tax on specified income. First, tax on capital gain. It would be rupees 12 lakh into 20%. As already we have discussed, amounts to rupees 2 lakh 40,000. Now tax on lottery income, that is rupees 10 lakh into 30%, amounts to rupees 3 lakh. So our total tax amount to rupees 8 lakh 90,000. Now from this we will give rebate under section 87A, but our total taxable income rupees 40 lakh is more than rupees 5 lakh, so rebate will be 0 or no rebate will be allowed. Now we will add surcharge. Since our taxable income 40 lakh is less than 50 lakhs, surcharge is not applicable, that is 0. So our total tax amount to 8 lakh 90,000. And now we will add health and education cess, that is 4% of 8 lakh 90,000, that is 35,600. And finally our tax liability amounts to rupees 9 lakh 25,600. That's all. Dear students, thank you very much for watching this video lecture. Very soon we will meet with another example of the same chapters.